So since my birthday is only less than a month away, my best friend suggested me this very cute idea that I could make my own outfit. Though with nothing in mind, I knew the base color had to be either white or blue, so I ordered the yarn. And I did not really have any such idea in my mind, but my best friend suggested that I could go for a Sanrio themed outfit, and I really love cinnamon roll, so I wanted my outfit around him. And so I made the base sketch, wrote my some of the measurements, and even though I had no such clear idea how to further move with the project, I thought it would be a good idea to start with the base of the top. So I measured and noted down my measurements and wrote in approximate chains and number of rows I would go for. I was thinking around 100 rows would make a good cover up for the top. So I started with the base. I wanted it to be white. I saw some inspos on the Pinterest and decided to work in that way. Usually, to keep the track of my rows, I note it down in my notepad using the tally mark technique, as it's really helpful. So just a tip, you can do that too if you're going for a very big project which includes a lot of rows. Honestly, this was my first ever top which I made. The one I made during Festa was just covered in the front and it was backless, but this had to be totally covered in the front and behind, so I honestly had no idea how much time it would take me to make it. And it took me around 5 days to complete the base of the top. I had really less time, so I hurried up the process. And I realized I made the length of the top a little bit too long, so I had to seam it in. I gave it a corset back because I liked how it would look. So this is how my top looked like. To be honest, it was exactly how I wanted it to be, and I really loved it because it was so adorable. Next thing, since it was November, I could really not go for a sleeveless top, so I searched up some ideas for mesh cover up. My best friend suggested me some of the ideas, and keeping the time in my mind, I had to find a simple one. So I got this basic mesh idea, so I started working with that. I kept the color blue because I really wanted the theme to be around white and blue, and I started working with the panel, and shockingly, it took me as long as the top. With really less time in my hand, I had to rush up the process. I even had to change some of the basic ideas. I decided to switch up the arm of the shrug to a off-shoulder sort of design and rushed it through that. So this is how my panel looked like once it was done. I decided to make the sleeves off camera for it to be quicker. Before heading to the further project, I really wanted to show this Muse album I recently bought, so enjoy the unboxing. With around 5 days in my hand, a really crazy idea popped up in my mind. I really wanted to make my best friend a matching top too, but I was really confused on what character to make since I really had only white yarn at the moment. I started searching for similar characters, but at first I was so confused. Then I came across this character called Milk, which was so similar to Cinnamon Roll, and I thought it would be a perfect matching top to make. So I made a digital sketch on how I wanted the top to be. I really had less time on my hand, so I did major work behind the camera, and by the time this is how much progress I have done about the base of the top. It's almost done, but there are still few things left. I will add the detailings and finish the top behind the camera really soon. So let's switch over to how it turned out. So this is how the outfits turned out, and I couldn't really be any more grateful to my best friend for this amazing idea, and it was really fun working on the project. So thanks for watching.